Welcome to Master Your Emotions. Make your emotions favor you every day. This audiobook is designed to be your guide in navigating the complex world of emotions, helping you harness them to enrich your life and achieve your personal and professional goals. This first chapter will lay the foundation by exploring what emotions are, how they affect us, and the importance of emotional awareness. Chapter 1. Understanding your emotional landscape. Emotions, the basics. Emotions are powerful, they color our world and shape our reality. At the most basic level, emotions are our body's response to our thoughts, the environment, and our internal beliefs. They range from joy and love to fear and anger, each playing a crucial role in our survival and interpersonal interactions. But despite their importance, many of us struggle to manage our emotions effectively, often letting them control us rather than the other way around. This is where emotional mastery begins, not with suppression or control, but with understanding and alignment. The significance of emotional awareness. Emotional awareness is the first step toward emotional mastery. It involves recognizing and naming your feelings as they occur. This might seem simple, but in practice, it requires deep introspection and honesty. By becoming aware of your emotions, you gain the power to reflect on them rather than reacting impulsively. Let's start with a basic exercise. For the next day, try to notice whenever you feel a strong emotion. Take a moment to acknowledge it and name it. This could be anything from "I feel annoyed" to "I feel delighted." The simple act of naming your emotions reduces their intensity and gives you a clearer headspace to decide how best to handle them. How emotions affect us. Emotions influence our decision-making, our relationships, and our overall well-being. When managed poorly, they can lead to chronic stress, impaired judgment, and even health issues. Conversely, when managed well, they can enhance our creativity, drive our motivation, and improve our interactions with others. Consider this. When you feel anxious, your body is in a heightened state of arousal, preparing you to deal with potential threats. This can be beneficial in situations where caution is warranted, but if this state is prolonged, it can lead to exhaustion and anxiety disorders. Building emotional resilience. Emotional resilience refers to your ability to adapt to stressful situations or crises without lasting difficulties. It's about bouncing back from challenges with greater knowledge and strength. Developing resilience starts with understanding your emotional triggers. Those situations, people, or thoughts that elicit strong emotional responses from you. To build resilience, begin by identifying these triggers. Next, create a plan for how you can manage them. This could involve techniques like deep breathing, mindfulness, or even rearranging your environment to reduce stressors. Chapter 2. The Science of Emotions and Advanced Management Techniques. Emotions are not just feelings. They are complex psychological and physiological states that affect every aspect of your life. To harness them effectively, you need to understand their origins and how they operate within the brain. Let's dive deeper into the science behind emotions and explore advanced techniques for managing them. Understanding the brain's role in emotions. At the heart of your emotional world is your brain, which uses a combination of chemical signals and neural responses to process emotions. Key areas involved include the amygdala, responsible for emotional processing, the hippocampus, which links emotions to specific memories, and the prefrontal cortex, which governs decision-making and emotional regulation. When you experience an emotion, the amygdala sends out signals that prepare your body to react. This is why emotions can feel so immediate and overwhelming. However, by engaging the prefrontal cortex, you can manage these responses and make more considered decisions. Techniques for engaging the prefrontal cortex. Mindful observation. This involves observing your thoughts and emotions without judgment. Practice focusing on your breath or the sensations in your body to anchor your mind in the present. This technique allows the prefrontal cortex to take control and brings clarity and calm, reducing the impulsiveness often dictated by the amygdala. Cognitive reframing. This is the art of changing your emotional response by altering your perception of an event. Instead of viewing a challenging situation as a threat, see it as an opportunity to learn and grow. By reframing your experiences, you empower yourself to react in healthier ways. Emotional scripting. Write down the outcomes you desire from situations that typically trigger negative emotions. Scripting different scenarios and your ideal responses can prepare you mentally to handle these situations better when they occur. Expanding emotional vocabulary. A rich emotional vocabulary allows for more precise identification of feelings, which is crucial for effective emotional management. Instead of simply feeling bad, distinguish whether you are frustrated, lonely, or disappointed. This specificity can lead to more effective coping strategies and better communication with others. Technique for expanding vocabulary. Emotion word association. Regularly practice associating specific words with your feelings. For example, if you feel happy, try to define it more precisely. Are you joyful, content, or thrilled? This exercise not only builds your emotional language but also enhances your self-awareness and understanding. Developing empathy by understanding others' emotions. Empathy is a powerful tool for emotional connection and understanding. It involves sensing others' emotions, coupled with the ability to imagine what someone else might be feeling. Techniques to enhance empathy. Active listening. Focus entirely on the speaker, observing not just their words but also their tone and body language. This can help you connect more deeply with their emotional experience. Perspective taking. Regularly practice imagining situations from another person's viewpoint. This can reduce conflicts and misunderstandings and increase your emotional intelligence. By integrating these techniques into your daily life, you not only gain control over your emotions but also improve your relationships and decision-making skills. Remember, mastering your emotions isn't about suppression. It's about understanding and managing them to enhance your life. Embrace these strategies and you'll find that you are not only responding to life's challenges more effectively but also shaping your emotional experiences to achieve a richer, more rewarding life. Chapter 3. Harnessing emotional energy for peak performance. Emotions can be a powerful fuel for achieving peak performance in any field, whether in sports, business, or personal development. By channeling emotional energy positively, you can significantly enhance your focus, drive, and resilience. Let's explore how to harness this energy and elevate your performance. Channeling emotional energy into focus. Focus is the gateway to excellence. When you learn to channel your emotional energy into your tasks, your concentration sharpens and your actions become more precise. Techniques to enhance focus through emotional energy. Visualization. Prior to any important task, spend a few minutes visualizing the process and the desired outcome. Engage your emotions by imagining the feeling of success and the satisfaction it will bring. This mental rehearsal primes your brain and body to perform at their best. Emotional anchoring. Choose a positive emotion that you associate with success, perhaps confidence, joy, or determination. Before engaging in an activity, recall a time when you felt that emotion strongly. This recollection can serve as an anchor, bringing those feelings into the present and boosting your performance. Transforming stress into motivation. Stress is often viewed negatively, but it is also a sign that your body is prepared to meet a challenge. By reframing stress as a motivational tool, you can use it to propel yourself forward rather than holding you back. Techniques for reframing stress. Stress as energy. Acknowledge that the physical symptoms of stress, increased heart rate, faster breathing, are not just signs of anxiety but also your body's way of preparing you for action. Use this energy to fuel your efforts rather than fear it. Progressive overload. Just as athletes build their physical strength through progressively increasing their workout intensity, you can build your emotional resilience by gradually exposing yourself to stressors. This can help normalize the stress response and turn it into a motivating force. Building resilience through emotional flexibility. Being emotionally flexible allows you to respond to changing circumstances with agility and resilience. This adaptability is key to sustained high performance. Techniques to develop emotional flexibility. Situation adaptation. Practice adapting your emotional responses based on the context. This could mean taking a deep breath and remaining calm in a crisis or switching to a more assertive tone in a competitive setting. Emotion pacing. Like pacing your physical energy in a marathon, learn to pace your emotional responses. Recognize when to let your emotions run high and when to keep them in check, ensuring you don't burn out early. Using emotional connections to enhance team dynamics. Emotions are contagious, and in any team setting, the emotional tone you set can influence the entire group. A positive, enthusiastic attitude can lift your team, while negativity can drag everyone down. Techniques for positive emotional influence. Emotional leadership. Be a role model in terms of how you handle your emotions. Displaying calmness, confidence, and positivity can inspire similar feelings in your team members. Feedback with empathy. When giving feedback, focus on the behavior or the outcome, not the person. Frame your feedback in a way that motivates improvement and learning, rather than inducing fear or resentment. By mastering these techniques, you not only improve your own emotional management but also become a beacon of inspiration and leadership to those around you. Harnessing the full power of your emotional energy not only propels you towards your personal peaks but also elevates those who journey with you. Embrace these strategies to transform your emotional potential into exceptional achievements. Chapter 4. Emotional Intelligence in Leadership and Relationships. Emotional intelligence is a cornerstone of effective leadership and meaningful relationships. It goes beyond mere feeling. It involves understanding, empathizing, and interacting positively with others. In this chapter, we explore how to develop and apply emotional intelligence to become a better leader and build stronger relationships. Developing emotional intelligence. The first step in cultivating emotional intelligence is to develop a keen awareness of your own emotions and those of others. This requires practice and commitment. Techniques to enhance self-awareness. Daily emotional inventory. Take a few minutes at the end of each day to reflect on the emotions you experienced. What triggered these emotions? How did you respond? Over time, this practice will deepen your understanding of your emotional triggers and patterns. Mindfulness meditation. Regular mindfulness meditation can help you become more aware of your thoughts and feelings in the moment. This increased awareness is crucial for managing your emotions effectively and responding appropriately in social situations. Applying emotional intelligence in leadership. As a leader, your ability to understand and manage both your emotions and those of your team members is critical. Emotional intelligence in leadership fosters a positive work environment and can lead to higher productivity and better team dynamics. Techniques for emotionally intelligent leadership. Empathic listening. When engaging with team members, focus fully on understanding their perspectives. Listen not only to the words but also to the emotions behind them. This practice builds trust and respect, essential elements of effective leadership. Emotionally attuned feedback. Provide feedback that not only addresses the task at hand but also considers the emotional impact of your words. Tailor your communication style to meet the emotional needs of each team member, encouraging growth and development. Enhancing relationships through emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence can transform your personal relationships by deepening your connection with others and navigating conflicts more effectively. Techniques for building emotional bonds. Expressive communication. Regularly share your feelings and encourage others to do the same. This open line of communication fosters mutual understanding and respect. Conflict resolution with emotional insight. When conflicts arise, use your emotional intelligence to understand the emotions at play. Address these emotions directly and seek solutions that acknowledge and satisfy both parties' emotional needs. Cultivating empathy in interpersonal interactions. Empathy is the ability to put yourself in someone else's shoes and is a key component of emotional intelligence. Practices to develop empathy. Role reversal exercises. Periodically, try to see situations from the other person's perspective. This can be particularly helpful in resolving misunderstandings and building empathy. Empathy journals. Keep a journal where you reflect on your interactions from an empathetic standpoint. Note how you think the other person felt and how you can respond empathetically in future interactions. By enhancing your emotional intelligence, you not only become a better leader and partner but also a more fulfilled individual. Embrace these practices to enrich your interactions and lead with both your head and your heart, creating an environment where everyone feels valued and understood. Chapter 5. Cultivating positive emotions for a richer life. Positive emotions do more than just make us feel good. They expand our awareness and encourage us to draw new skills and resources toward ourselves. In this chapter, we explore the power of cultivating positive emotions to enhance your life's quality and achieve personal growth. Understanding the broaden and build theory. The broaden and build theory posits that positive emotions broaden your sense of possibility and open your mind to more options. This can lead to building new skills, relationships, and ways of being that contribute to further emotional and psychological well-being. Techniques to foster positive emotions. Gratitude exercises. Start or end your day by listing 3 things you are grateful for. This simple practice can shift your focus from what's lacking to the abundance present in your life, fostering more positive emotions. Savoring the moment. Take time to truly engage with the pleasant moments of your day. Whether it's enjoying a good meal, appreciating nature, or relishing a job well done, pausing to savor these experiences can intensify and prolong the positive emotions associated with them. The role of positivity in overcoming adversity. Positive emotions can be a powerful tool for dealing with life's challenges. They help build resilience by providing a psychological buffer against stress and by facilitating quicker recovery from the physiological arousal that stress causes. Strategies to use positivity in tough times. Positive reframing. When faced with difficulties, try to see them as opportunities for personal growth. Ask yourself what you can learn from the situation and how it might help you grow. Maintaining a hopeful outlook. Hope involves expecting that good things will happen in your life. Try to visualize what a hopeful outcome would look like in your current situation. and then plan the steps you might take to achieve that outcome. Enhancing social connections through positive emotions. Positive emotions are contagious and can significantly enhance your interactions with others. They can help strengthen your relationships, which are a critical component of emotional well-being. Techniques to spread positivity. Complimenting others. Genuine compliments can make others feel valued and help strengthen your bonds. Make it a point to observe and verbally appreciate the positive qualities and achievements of those around you. Share joyful activities. Engage in activities that bring joy both to you and to others. This could be anything from group sports to collaborative projects or simply sharing a humorous moment. Shared positive experiences can create stronger and more supportive social networks. Using positive emotions to fuel personal development. The energy from positive emotions can be directed towards personal and professional goals, making the journey towards these goals more enjoyable and increasing the likelihood of success. Practices for channeling positivity towards goals. Goal visualization. Regularly visualize achieving your goals. Imagine not just the outcome but also the steps you will take to get there, including the positive emotions you'll experience along the way. Celebrating small wins. Recognize and celebrate each step you achieve towards your goals. This recognition can generate positive emotions that motivate further action and commitment. By actively cultivating positive emotions, you not only enrich your own life but also contribute to a more positive atmosphere around you. This approach doesn't just change how you feel, it fundamentally changes how you interact with the world, enhancing every aspect of your life from personal ambitions to your relationships. Harness these strategies to build a life filled with joy, resilience, and fulfillment. Chapter 6. Mastering emotional control to enhance decision-making. Effective decision-making is significantly influenced by our emotional state. Mastering emotional control isn't about suppressing feelings but about integrating emotions in a way that aids rather than hinders our decision-making processes. The impact of emotions on decisions. Our emotions play a crucial role in decision-making. They can provide quick, powerful signals that help us avoid danger and seek beneficial opportunities. However, when not managed properly, emotions can cloud our judgment and lead to impulsive, regrettable decisions. Techniques for emotional balancing in decision-making. Pause and assess. When faced with a decision, especially under stress, take a moment to pause. This break allows your rational mind to catch up with your emotional reactions, enabling a more balanced approach. Emotional journaling. Keep a journal of decisions made and the emotions you felt at the time. Reviewing this journal can help you understand how emotions influence your choices and help you identify patterns that may need adjusting. Emotionally intelligent problem solving. Problem solving requires both logical analysis and emotional insight. Emotionally intelligent problem solving combines these aspects, resulting in solutions that are not only effective but also empathetic to all involved. Strategies to integrate emotional intelligence in problem solving. Identify emotional undercurrents. Before diving into problem solving, identify any emotional undercurrents that might affect the situation. Understanding these can provide valuable insights into why the problem exists and how best to address it. Seek multiple perspectives. Include diverse viewpoints in your problem-solving process. This not only broadens the range of solutions but also helps balance emotional biases that might skew decision-making. Developing emotional agility for better decision-making. Emotional agility is about navigating life's changes with flexible and adaptive emotional responses. This agility allows you to approach problems and decisions with a clear, calm mind, even under pressure. Practices for enhancing emotional agility. Scenario planning. Regularly practice scenario planning, where you imagine different outcomes to situations and plan your emotional and practical responses. This preparation can reduce anxiety and improve your ability to handle unexpected developments. Mindfulness training. Engage in regular mindfulness training to improve your ability to detach from and observe your emotions without being overwhelmed by them. This skill is particularly useful in complex decision-making scenarios. Leveraging emotional insights for strategic decisions. Strategic decisions require not only understanding the facts but also interpreting the emotional data that accompanies them. Emotions can provide clues about unseen risks and opportunities. Techniques for using emotional data in strategy. Emotional forecasting. When planning a strategy, consider not only the logical outcomes but also the emotional reactions these outcomes could elicit from different stakeholders. Anticipating these reactions can be crucial for the success of your strategy. Incorporate emotional feedback. Actively seek and incorporate feedback about the emotional impact of previous decisions. This information can be crucial for refining strategies and ensuring they meet the needs and expectations of others. Enhancing intuition through emotional mastery. Intuition is deeply tied to emotions. It's that gut feeling that often leads us to decisions that may seem illogical but feel right. Mastering your emotions allows you to distinguish between gut feelings that should be followed and those that are merely reactionary. Practices to strengthen intuitive decision-making. Reflective meditation. Spend time in reflective meditation, focusing on past decisions where your intuition led you well. Analyze what these decisions had in common and how your emotions played a role. Develop emotional consistency. Work on maintaining emotional consistency in various situations. A stable emotional base enhances your ability to access and trust your intuition without the interference of erratic emotions. By cultivating these skills, you transform your emotional responses into valuable allies in decision-making. This mastery not only leads to better personal and professional choices but also strengthens your leadership and relational dynamics, creating a robust foundation for long-term success and satisfaction. Chapter 7. Transforming emotional vulnerabilities into strengths. Emotional vulnerabilities, often viewed as weaknesses, can actually be transformed into sources of strength and personal power. This transformation involves acknowledging vulnerabilities, understanding their roots, and harnessing them in ways that foster growth and resilience. Understanding emotional vulnerabilities. Emotional vulnerabilities are aspects of our emotional life that make us feel exposed or insecure. These might stem from past traumas, insecurities, or repeated patterns of negative thinking. Recognizing and understanding these aspects are crucial steps toward leveraging them for personal development. Techniques for acknowledging and understanding vulnerabilities. Deep self-reflection. Engage in regular sessions of deep self-reflection to explore the origins of your emotional vulnerabilities. This might involve revisiting past experiences through journaling or therapy to gain a clearer understanding of how these vulnerabilities shape your behaviors and reactions. Feedback loops. Create feedback loops with close, trusted individuals who can help you identify and understand your emotional reactions. This outside perspective can provide insights that are not always visible from within. Building emotional resilience from vulnerabilities. Once you've identified and understood your vulnerabilities, the next step is to build resilience through them. This involves developing strategies that transform these vulnerabilities into fortitudes. Strategies for building resilience. Exposure therapy. Gradually and safely expose yourself to situations that trigger your vulnerabilities. This controlled exposure can help diminish the power these triggers have over you and increase your emotional resilience. Emotional reconditioning. Use cognitive behavioral techniques to recondition your emotional responses to triggers. This might include practicing positive self-talk or restructuring negative thought patterns to foster more positive outcomes. Harnessing vulnerabilities to enhance emotional intelligence. Emotional vulnerabilities can deepen your emotional intelligence by providing a richer, more nuanced understanding of human emotions, both your own and those of others. Techniques for enhancing emotional intelligence through vulnerabilities. Empathic engagement. Use your understanding of your own vulnerabilities to connect with others on a deeper level. This can enhance your empathy, making you more attuned to the emotions of others and better able to respond in supportive and understanding ways. Vulnerability sharing. Share your experiences of dealing with emotional vulnerabilities in appropriate settings. This not only helps others feel less alone but can also strengthen your relationships and build trust. Leveraging emotional vulnerabilities in leadership. Leaders who can acknowledge and work with their vulnerabilities are often seen as more authentic and relatable, traits that can significantly enhance their effectiveness. Leadership practices leveraging vulnerabilities. Authentic leadership. Practice authentic leadership by being open about your own emotional challenges and how you've worked to overcome them. This transparency can inspire your team and encourage a more open, supportive workplace culture. Resilience modeling. Model resilience by showing how you handle emotional setbacks and vulnerabilities. Demonstrate how these experiences have contributed to your strength and leadership skills, thereby serving as a powerful example for others. Using vulnerabilities to fuel creative and innovative thinking. Emotional vulnerabilities can also be a source of creativity and innovation. The depth of emotional experience can provide unique insights and perspectives that fuel creative endeavors. Practices for fueling creativity through vulnerabilities. Creative expression. Use artistic expression such as writing, painting, or music to explore and express your vulnerabilities. These activities not only provide a therapeutic outlet but can also lead to profound creative discoveries. Innovative problem solving. Apply the insights gained from understanding your emotional vulnerabilities to solve problems in innovative ways. The unique perspectives derived from deep emotional experiences can lead to breakthrough ideas and solutions. By embracing and transforming your emotional vulnerabilities, you not only enhance your personal growth and resilience but also contribute positively to your relationships, leadership, and creative pursuits. This approach does not weaken you. Instead, it reveals the true depth of your strength and adaptability, encouraging a fuller, more engaged approach to life and its challenges. Chapter 8. Emotional Discipline. Cultivating a Balanced Emotional Life. Emotional discipline involves the ability to manage and regulate your feelings to maintain a balanced emotional life. This chapter delves into the practices and mindsets that help foster emotional stability and enable individuals to thrive under various circumstances. The importance of emotional discipline. Emotional discipline is essential for maintaining mental health and achieving sustained success in all areas of life. It enables you to respond to life's ups and downs with grace and composure, reducing the psychological toll of stress, anxiety, and unexpected challenges. Developing emotional awareness. The first step in cultivating emotional discipline is developing a heightened awareness of your emotions. Being aware allows you to understand your emotional triggers and the subtle cues that indicate shifts in your emotional state. Techniques to enhance emotional awareness. Scheduled check-ins. Set specific times throughout the day to assess your emotional state. This can involve taking a few moments to reflect on what you're feeling and why, helping you become more attuned to your emotional landscape. Mood tracking. Use a journal or an app to track your moods and the circumstances that influence them. Over time, patterns will emerge that can provide insights into your emotional triggers and help you manage them more effectively. Emotional regulation strategies. Once you have a clear understanding of your emotions, the next step is learning how to regulate them. Emotional regulation is not about suppression. It's about channeling emotions in productive ways. Key strategies for emotional regulation. Breathing techniques. Learn and practice breathing exercises that can help calm the mind and body, allowing you to regain control during emotional highs and lows. Cognitive reappraisal. This involves reinterpreting a situation to change its emotional impact. For example, viewing a stressful event as a challenge rather than a threat can transform anxiety into excitement and motivation. Building emotional resilience. Emotional resilience is the ability to bounce back from setbacks and maintain positive emotional health. This resilience is critical for dealing with life's inevitable stresses and disappointments. Techniques for building resilience. Resilience training. Engage in activities that challenge your emotional limits in a controlled and supportive environment, such as public speaking or taking on leadership roles. These experiences can help build confidence and fortitude. Support networks. Cultivate strong relationships that provide emotional support. Knowing you have a reliable support network can greatly enhance your resilience in tough times. Applying emotional discipline in relationships. Emotional discipline can significantly improve your relationships by helping you interact with others in more thoughtful, consistent, and supportive ways. Practices to apply emotional discipline in relationships. Active listening. Make a concerted effort to listen actively to others, focusing fully on understanding their perspective without rushing to respond. This practice helps in managing your reactions and responding more empathetically. Conflict de-escalation. Use emotional discipline to remain calm and collected during conflicts. Techniques such as taking timeouts or using calming breaths can prevent conflicts from escalating and lead to more constructive resolutions. The role of emotional discipline in achieving goals. Disciplined emotional management is vital for long-term goal achievement. It enables you to stay motivated, overcome obstacles, and persist through challenges without being overwhelmed by negative emotions. Goal achievement strategies. Setting emotional goals. Just as you set career or personal goals, set goals for your emotional development. This could include becoming more patient, reducing anger and responses, or increasing empathy. Emotional rewards. Establish a system of rewards for meeting your emotional goals. Rewarding yourself for successfully managing a difficult emotional situation can reinforce positive behaviors and motivate further improvement. Emotional discipline is a powerful tool that, once developed, can enhance every aspect of your life, from personal growth and relationships to professional success and overall well-being. By mastering the techniques of emotional awareness, regulation, and resilience, you can ensure that your emotions are not obstacles but assets that contribute to a fulfilling and harmonious life. Chapter 9. Emotional Synergy. Aligning Heart and Mind for Optimal Living. Creating synergy between your emotional and rational faculties is essential for achieving a well-rounded, fulfilled life. This chapter explores how to align your heart and mind, ensuring that your emotions and intellect work together harmoniously to enhance decision-making, creativity, and personal satisfaction. The concept of emotional synergy. Emotional synergy refers to the state where your emotions and rational thoughts are in alignment, each informing and enhancing the other. This balance is crucial not just for mental health but for effective functioning in daily life. Strategies for cultivating emotional synergy. Integrated reflection. Practice reflecting on how your emotions and thoughts interact during various situations. Identify moments when your emotions overpowered your rational mind and vice versa, and explore ways to bring them into greater harmony. Balanced decision-making. Make decisions by consciously considering both emotional intuitions and rational analysis. This approach ensures that your decisions are both emotionally satisfying and logically sound. Enhancing cognitive emotional communication. Effective communication between your cognitive and emotional selves helps in recognizing when you are being overly emotional or excessively rational in your decisions. Techniques for improving cognitive emotional communication. Dialogue writing. Write a dialogue between your emotional self and your rational self. This exercise can help you understand the needs and perspectives of both sides, leading to better self-integration. Mind mapping. Create mind maps that include both emotional responses and rational thoughts related to a particular decision or problem. This visual representation can help you see the connections and balance the contributions of both. The role of emotional synergy in personal growth. Emotional synergy is key to personal growth, as it allows for a deeper understanding of oneself and enhances one's ability to adapt to changes and challenges. Personal growth practices. Emotional agility drills. Regularly engage in activities that require switching between emotional and rational modes of thinking. This could involve role-playing exercises or simulations that require quick shifts in perspective. Reflective practices. Incorporate practices such as meditation, reflective writing, or therapeutic conversations that encourage deeper self-examination and understanding. Applying emotional synergy in professional settings. In professional environments, the ability to align emotional and rational faculties can lead to better leadership, more creative solutions, and improved workplace relationships. Workplace application techniques. Emotionally informed leadership. As a leader, use emotional insights to guide your rational decision-making. This can involve understanding team dynamics on an emotional level to better motivate and engage employees. Creative collaboration. Encourage teams to use both emotional and rational inputs in brainstorming sessions. This can lead to richer, more innovative ideas and solutions that are more likely to be embraced by all team members. Emotional synergy in relationships. Balancing emotional and rational responses in relationships can lead to deeper connections and more satisfying interactions. Relationship enhancement strategies. Balanced communication. In your interactions, strive to balance expressing your emotions and listening rationally to what others are saying. This approach fosters understanding and mutual respect. Conflict resolution. Use a balanced approach in conflicts where you acknowledge your feelings while also considering the logical aspects of the disagreement. This can help in finding solutions that are acceptable to all parties involved. Long-term benefits of emotional synergy. Maintaining emotional synergy can vastly improve your quality of life. It enhances mental health, fosters better relationships, and leads to more effective problem solving. Long-term practice and maintenance. Continuous learning. Stay committed to learning more about emotional and cognitive processes through books, workshops, and other educational opportunities. Regular self-assessment. Periodically assess how well you are maintaining emotional synergy. Adjust your practices as needed to ensure continued growth and alignment. By dedicating yourself to creating and maintaining emotional synergy, you lay the foundation for a life that is not only productive and creative but also deeply satisfying and emotionally rich. This alignment is the key to living optimally, as it allows you to navigate the complexities of life with wisdom, compassion, and clarity. Chapter 10. Cultivating Emotional Wellness for Lifelong Health. Emotional wellness is fundamental to overall health and well-being, influencing everything from physical health to interpersonal relationships and career success. This chapter focuses on building a sustainable practice of emotional wellness that nurtures both mind and body, ensuring a balanced and healthy lifestyle. Understanding emotional wellness. Emotional wellness refers to the ability to successfully handle life stresses and adapt to change and difficult times. It involves not merely the absence of mental health issues but the presence of positive characteristics that strengthen one's ability to enjoy life and face challenges. Core practices for emotional wellness. Regular self-care. Engage in activities that nurture your body, mind, and spirit. This could include exercise, reading, hobbies, or spending time in nature. Self-care is not selfish. It's an essential part of maintaining your emotional health. Stress management techniques. Develop a repertoire of techniques to manage stress effectively. This might involve meditation, yoga, deep breathing exercises, or even therapy sessions. Managing stress is crucial in maintaining emotional balance and overall health. Enhancing emotional wellness through nutrition and physical health. The connection between physical health and emotional well-being cannot be overstated. Nutrition, exercise, and sleep all play critical roles in emotional health. Integrative health strategies. Nutritional psychiatry. Pay attention to how your diet affects your mood and emotions. Foods rich in omega-3 fatty acids, vitamins, and minerals can enhance neurological function and improve mood. Exercise as emotional therapy. Regular physical activity is extremely beneficial for managing depression, anxiety, and stress. It stimulates the release of endorphins, often termed feel-good hormones, which can improve mood and energy levels. Quality sleep. Ensure you get adequate quality sleep. Sleep affects your emotional and mental health just as much as your physical health. Establishing a regular sleep routine can significantly improve emotional wellness. Building emotional skills to enhance wellness. Developing emotional skills is crucial for responding to life's challenges with flexibility and resilience. Key emotional skills. Emotional literacy. Enhance your ability to identify and express feelings accurately. This skill allows for better communication and more effective emotional management. Empathy development. Strengthen your capacity for empathy by practicing active listening and putting yourself in others' shoes. Empathy not only enriches your personal life but also enhances your professional interactions. Assertiveness training. Learn to express your needs and feelings clearly and directly without infringing on the rights of others. Assertiveness can prevent the buildup of resentment and promote healthier relationships. Applying emotional wellness in everyday life. Incorporating emotional wellness into daily life means more than just managing crises. It's about creating an environment where emotional health can flourish. Daily emotional wellness practices. Mindful living. Practice mindfulness throughout the day to enhance your awareness of the present moment. This can reduce stress and promote a greater appreciation for life. Emotional journaling. Keep a journal not just for negative emotions but also for positive experiences and gratitude. This habit can shift your focus from stress to joy, enhancing emotional wellness. Routine emotional check-ins. Regularly check in with yourself to assess your emotional state. This can help you recognize when you might be veering off balance and allow you to take proactive steps to address it. Fostering emotional connections. Strong emotional connections with others are vital to emotional wellness. They provide support, enrich your life, and offer a sense of belonging and purpose. Building and maintaining healthy relationships. Regular social interactions. Make time for friends and family. Social connections can provide emotional support and decrease feelings of loneliness and isolation. Community involvement. Participate in community activities or volunteer. These interactions can provide a sense of purpose and belonging, key components of emotional wellness. Emotional wellness is a dynamic state that changes as you navigate through your life. By actively cultivating practices that enhance emotional health, you equip yourself to handle whatever life throws your way with resilience, clarity, and a positive outlook. This ongoing commitment to emotional wellness not only enriches your life but also ensures that you can share your best self with the world, contributing to a healthier, more compassionate society. Chapter 11. Navigating Emotional Extremes, Strategies for Highs and Lows. Managing emotional extremes involves understanding how to navigate both the peaks of intense joy and the valleys of deep sadness or anxiety. Recognizing and handling these extremes effectively can prevent them from disrupting your life and can enhance your ability to remain balanced and focused, regardless of emotional fluctuations. Understanding emotional extremes. Emotional extremes can manifest as moments of overwhelming joy, excitement, sadness, or fear. These intense feelings, while natural, can lead to impulsive decisions, strained relationships, and even health problems if not managed properly. Techniques for managing high emotional peaks. Grounding techniques. When experiencing intense positive emotions, grounding techniques can help maintain balance. This can involve sensory experiences like touching a piece of fabric or focusing on your feet on the ground, which help bring your awareness back to the present moment. Structured reflection. After experiencing a high, take time to reflect on the experience. Writing about what triggered the emotion, how you handled it, and how you might handle similar situations in the future can provide insights and improve emotional regulation. Handling deep emotional valleys. Low points, characterized by emotions such as sadness, despair, or anxiety, require careful navigation to prevent them from spiraling into more serious mental health issues. Strategies for managing emotional lows. Emotional acceptance. Acceptance involves acknowledging your emotions without judgment. Recognizing that it's okay to feel sad or anxious at times is crucial for moving through these feelings without becoming stuck. Seeking professional help. If emotional lows are frequent or severe, seeking help from a therapist or counselor can provide the tools and support needed to manage these feelings effectively. Maintaining emotional equilibrium. Achieving and maintaining emotional equilibrium allows you to experience emotions fully while still keeping them within a range that is manageable and healthy. Practices for emotional equilibrium. Regular exercise. Physical activity is a powerful tool for modulating emotions. It can enhance mood through the release of endorphins and provide a healthy outlet for frustration and anxiety. Balanced lifestyle. Ensuring a balanced lifestyle, which includes adequate sleep, nutrition, social interaction, and downtime, is essential for emotional stability. Building emotional buffer. An emotional buffer is essentially a set of practices and relationships that provide resilience against emotional shocks. Techniques to build an emotional buffer. Strong social connections. Maintain strong relationships with family and friends. These relationships can provide support and perspective when you're dealing with emotional extremes. Hobbies and interests. Engage in hobbies and interests that fulfill you. These activities not only bring joy and satisfaction but also can serve as a distraction during emotionally turbulent times. Enhancing emotional agility. Emotional agility is the ability to navigate life's emotional challenges with flexibility and grace. It involves understanding and adjusting your emotional responses as situations change. Developing emotional agility. Scenario-based planning. Anticipate potential emotional challenges and plan how to handle them. This proactive approach can reduce the impact of emotional extremes when they occur. Mindfulness and meditation. Practices like mindfulness and meditation can enhance your awareness of your emotional state and provide techniques to manage stress and anxiety effectively. Utilizing emotional extremes for growth. Emotional extremes, when handled properly, can provide powerful insights and opportunities for personal growth. Growth opportunities from emotional extremes. Learning from joy. High points can teach us what truly brings us joy and fulfillment, guiding us toward choices that enhance our long-term happiness. Insights from sadness. Low points can reveal underlying issues that need to be addressed, whether they're related to personal values, relationships, or life choices. By developing strategies to handle emotional extremes effectively, you not only protect your well-being but also gain valuable insights that can lead to a more balanced, fulfilling life. This comprehensive approach ensures that you are equipped to face life's emotional ups and downs with resilience and wisdom, ultimately leading to enhanced emotional wellness and improved overall life satisfaction. Chapter 12. Breaking free from emotional traps. Emotional traps are patterns of thought and behavior that keep you stuck in unproductive or harmful emotional states. These traps often develop over time, rooted in unresolved conflicts, societal expectations, or internalized beliefs. Breaking free from these traps requires deep introspection, deliberate action, and consistent effort. Recognizing emotional traps. The first step to escaping emotional traps is recognizing them. Emotional traps often manifest as recurring negative thoughts, unhelpful habits, or persistent feelings of guilt, anger, or inadequacy. Common emotional traps. The perfectionism trap. The constant need to be perfect can lead to chronic stress, self-doubt, and burnout. Recognize when striving for excellence becomes self-destructive and when it's time to embrace imperfection. The comparison trap. Measuring your worth against others often results in feelings of inadequacy and jealousy. Acknowledge your unique strengths and focus on your progress rather than others' achievements. The guilt loop. Replaying past mistakes over and over prevents growth. Guilt can serve as a catalyst for change, but lingering guilt without action only causes harm. Strategies for breaking emotional traps. Breaking free from these patterns requires intentional practices that shift your mindset and emotional responses. Reframing perspectives. Shift from "why me" to "what can I learn?" When faced with challenges, redirect your focus from victimhood to growth. This change in perspective transforms obstacles into opportunities for self-improvement. Turn criticism into curiosity. Instead of feeling attacked by criticism, ask yourself what you can learn from it. Even if the feedback isn't entirely fair, there's often a kernel of truth that can help you grow. Developing new emotional habits. Gratitude practices. Combat feelings of inadequacy and jealousy by focusing on what you have rather than what you lack. Keep a gratitude journal or make a habit of expressing thanks to others. Self-compassion exercises. Speak to yourself as you would to a dear friend. Replace harsh self-criticism with words of encouragement and understanding. Detaching from emotional triggers. Emotional triggers are events, words, or situations that provoke intense and often automatic emotional responses. Learning to detach from these triggers reduces their power over you. Techniques for managing emotional triggers. Pause and reflect. When triggered, pause before reacting. Take a few deep breaths and ask yourself why this particular situation evokes such a strong response. Create emotional distance. Visualize placing your emotions on a shelf for a moment. This mental exercise gives you space to respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. Challenge automatic thoughts. Many triggers are fueled by automatic, often distorted, thoughts. Challenge these thoughts by asking yourself whether they're based on fact or assumption. Replacing emotional traps with empowering practices. Breaking free from emotional traps isn't just about stopping harmful patterns. It's about replacing them with empowering practices that build resilience and foster growth. Empowering practices. Celebrate small wins. Counteract the perfectionism trap by acknowledging and celebrating small accomplishments. These affirmations reinforce progress and build confidence. Embrace vulnerability. Allow yourself to be vulnerable with trusted individuals. Sharing your struggles can help release pent-up emotions and deepen your relationships. Develop a growth mindset. View challenges as opportunities to learn and grow rather than threats to your self-worth. This mindset shifts your focus from outcomes to effort and progress. The role of boundaries in emotional freedom. Establishing and maintaining boundaries is essential to protect yourself from falling into emotional traps. Boundaries create space for self-care and prevent others' actions or opinions from overwhelming you. Boundary setting practices. Know your limits. Understand what behaviors or situations you're unwilling to tolerate and communicate these limits clearly and assertively. Say no without guilt. Practice saying no to requests or commitments that don't align with your goals or values. Saying no is an act of self-respect, not selfishness. Respect your own time. Prioritize activities and relationships that nurture you. Avoid overcommitting or allowing others to dictate how you spend your time. Using reflection to prevent emotional setbacks. Reflection helps you monitor progress and identify potential setbacks before they occur. Regular self-reflection ensures you stay aware of your emotional state and adjust your strategies as needed. Reflective practices. End-of-day check-in. Spend 5 minutes each evening reflecting on your emotional highs and lows. Identify what contributed to these states and what actions you can take tomorrow to maintain balance. Monthly emotional audits. Review the past month to assess patterns in your emotions and behaviors. Use this insight to adjust your habits and strategies for greater emotional freedom. Breaking free from emotional traps is a process that requires self-awareness, dedication, and patience. These practices, when implemented consistently, will help you reclaim control over your emotions, enabling you to live with clarity, purpose, and fulfillment. Chapter 13. Cultivating Patience and Tolerance in Emotional Situations. In a world where quick reactions are often valued over thoughtful responses, cultivating patience and tolerance stands as a profound strength. These qualities can transform the way you engage with the world, improving your relationships, enhancing your decision-making, and deepening your personal growth. The virtue of patience in emotional mastery. Patience is not simply the ability to wait, but the ability to maintain a positive attitude while waiting. It's a powerful tool for emotional control, allowing you to handle life's pressures with grace and composure. Techniques for developing patience. Mindful waiting. Use moments of waiting as opportunities to practice mindfulness. Focus on your breathing, observe your surroundings, or meditate on your thoughts. This turns idle time into an enriching experience. Delay gratification. Practice delaying gratification to enhance your patience. Start with small challenges like waiting a few extra minutes before eating a treat or postponing a purchase, and gradually increase the challenge. The role of tolerance in emotional interactions. Tolerance is the capacity to recognize and respect the beliefs, practices, and habits of others without sharing them. In emotional situations, Tolerance helps you accept differences and respond with empathy and understanding. Strategies for enhancing tolerance. Exposure to diversity. Actively seek experiences and interactions with people from different backgrounds. Exposure to diverse perspectives broadens your understanding and fosters tolerance. Reflect on biases. Regularly reflect on your biases and challenge them. Acknowledge where they come from and consciously work to overcome them. Applying patience and tolerance in high-stress environments. High-stress environments can trigger quick, often regrettable reactions. Employing patience and tolerance in such situations can lead to more effective and compassionate responses. Practical applications. Stressful work situations. When faced with a stressful task or deadline, use patience to break the task into manageable parts and focus on one step at a time, rather than succumbing to the stress. Difficult conversations. In conversations that could lead to conflict, practice tolerance by listening actively and respecting opposing viewpoints. This approach can de-escalate potential conflicts and lead to more productive discussions. The impact of patience and tolerance on relationships. Patience and tolerance are key to building and maintaining healthy relationships. They allow you to give others the space to express themselves and make mistakes without judgment. Relationship building techniques. Active listening. Show patience in your interactions by listening more than you speak. Give others the time to express their thoughts fully before you respond. Accept imperfections. Tolerate the imperfections in others. Recognize that everyone, including yourself, has flaws and that acceptance is fundamental to a healthy relationship. Cultivating emotional endurance through patience. Emotional endurance refers to the ability to handle emotional challenges over extended periods. Patience is crucial in developing this endurance, helping you to withstand adversity without becoming overwhelmed. Building emotional endurance. Long-term goal setting. Set long-term goals and accept that progress may be slow. Celebrate small victories along the way to maintain motivation and patience. Resilience training. Engage in activities that challenge your emotional limits. Over time, these challenges will build your resilience and increase your capacity for patience. Enhancing decision-making with tolerance. Tolerance can significantly improve your decision-making by enabling you to consider a broader range of options and perspectives. This can lead to more thoughtful and inclusive decisions. Decision-making improvements. Inclusive problem-solving. Involve diverse groups in problem-solving sessions. Tolerance for different viewpoints can lead to more creative and effective solutions. Evaluate outcomes with openness. When assessing the outcomes of decisions, practice tolerance by considering the impact on all stakeholders, not just those who share your views. Maintaining emotional balance through patience and tolerance. Maintaining emotional balance requires a continuous effort to practice patience and tolerance. These qualities can help you navigate life's ups and downs more effectively, leading to a more fulfilling and peaceful life. Continuous practice for emotional balance. Daily reflections. End each day with a reflection on moments where patience and tolerance were tested. Consider what was handled well and what could be improved. Mindfulness routines. Incorporate mindfulness into your daily routine to foster a continuous state of patience and emotional awareness. Cultivating patience and tolerance enriches your life, enhancing your interactions, strengthening your resilience, and deepening your understanding of yourself and others. These qualities are not just emotional tools but foundational elements for a well-lived life, bringing harmony and depth to every experience. Chapter 14. Emotional Legacy. Cultivating a Life of Meaning and Impact. As we explore the culmination of our journey toward emotional mastery, it's essential to consider the broader implications of our emotional lives. This chapter focuses on how to cultivate a legacy of meaning and impact, ensuring that the emotional wisdom we've developed does not just enhance our own lives but also influences those around us in positive, enduring ways. Defining your emotional legacy. An emotional legacy encompasses the values, behaviors, and emotional wisdom you pass on to others. It reflects your deepest beliefs about how to interact with the world and the imprint you leave on those you touch throughout your life. Identifying core values. Personal reflection. Spend time reflecting on the values that are most important to you. What principles have guided your most significant decisions? What beliefs do you wish to pass on to others? Writing your emotional will. Consider writing an emotional will, a document that outlines the emotional and spiritual values you want to be remembered for and share with loved ones. Living with purpose and intention. Living intentionally means making choices that align with your values and contribute to the legacy you wish to create. This approach enriches your life and ensures that your actions consistently reflect your deepest beliefs. Strategies for intentional living. Daily intentions. Set clear, actionable intentions each day that reflect your core values. This practice helps translate abstract values into concrete actions. Mindful decision-making. Approach each decision with mindfulness, considering how your choices impact your emotional legacy. Ask yourself whether your actions help or hinder the expression of your values. Impacting others through emotional leadership. Emotional leadership is about inspiring, guiding, and supporting others through your emotional intelligence. It's a powerful way to extend your influence and reinforce your legacy. Emotional leadership practices. Model emotional wisdom. Actively demonstrate the emotional behaviors and attitudes you advocate. Whether in personal relationships or professional environments, be a living example of emotional mastery. Mentorship and coaching. Take on roles that allow you to mentor or coach others. Sharing your knowledge and experience can profoundly impact the emotional growth of others and amplify your legacy. Creating meaningful connections. The relationships you build and nurture are central to your emotional legacy. Meaningful connections are fostered through empathy, understanding, and shared experiences. Enhancing relationship quality. Active engagement. Invest time and energy in your relationships. Be present during interactions, showing genuine interest and concern for others. Empathy and support. Continuously strive to understand and empathize with others. Offer support when needed, and be willing to share your own experiences when they can provide comfort or guidance. Sustaining your legacy through community involvement. Engaging with your community allows you to broaden the reach of your emotional legacy. Community involvement can take many forms, from volunteer work to participating in local organizations. Community engagement strategies. Volunteer your skills. Use your talents and skills to contribute to community projects. Whether it's through teaching, counseling, or leading, your involvement can leave a lasting impact. Support causes you believe in. Actively support causes that align with your values. This can involve fundraising, awareness campaigns, or hands-on work in the field. Reflecting on and sharing your journey. Sharing the story of your emotional journey can inspire and educate others. Consider writing a memoir, starting a blog, or speaking at events about the lessons you've learned and the practices that have enriched your life. Documenting your emotional journey. Writing and speaking. Share your insights and experiences through writing or speaking. This not only cements your legacy but also encourages others to embark on their emotional development journeys. Social media. Use social media platforms to share daily reflections, insights, and inspirational messages. This allows you to reach a broader audience and influence people across the globe. As you reflect on the concept of an emotional legacy, remember that the most profound impact often comes from the simplest actions. A kind word, a compassionate gesture, or the courage to show vulnerability. These are the moments that resonate with others and endure long after we are gone. By committing to a life of emotional wisdom and sharing that knowledge generously, you ensure that your legacy is not just remembered but lived by those you've influenced.